Mountain Blade Bannerlord, a game where half the factions are literally the same, and the only really new one is the Britannians. But who really cares about the Britannians? So I installed a few mods to make me able to create my custom troop tree, and I made Spartans because they're pretty cool. So this is just a little look at the troop tree, which is all my new troops in, just a few of them, not them all. Mostly just a Spartan troop tree, which is the noble troops. Then we're just going to cut a bit later to when I've killed a few bandits and gotten my army up quite high. And the first thing that I do is I start to kill some dudes. The people that I decide to attack first are the Embers of the Flame clan, and after I take out this one guy, I decide I'm just going to hunt down them all, and soon you'll show the battle. So my main tactics that I use in my battles in this playthrough, it's literally just a big shield wall and archers, and that's all, so far at least, just for the start. In this battle, pretty effective, because the enemy just basically used light infantry. There were no cavalry or anything, which becomes a bit of a pain later on with this tactic. After the battle, I quickly come across another war party from the Ember of the Flame clan, and decide to take that out as well. This battle went pretty much the same way as the last one, except we had to charge up a hill to get to the enemy. In this battle, the enemy had a few cavalry, and you can see how effective they can be at slowing down an advance. They also split charges. For example, later on, when I order my troops to charge, half of them decide to go after the cavalry instead, which is really annoying. Luckily, this didn't really affect the battle just because of how little troops they had and how low tier they were. If the cavalry didn't split the charge, the victory would have been a lot quicker. But it does drag on a bit longer because of it's only half the troops engaging to begin with. Eventually we did win the battle, and because of the battle we're able to upgrade one of our troops to a companion. Later I did create a party with this companion, so I didn't fight in my party for that long. This is where I hunted down the leader of the Embers of the Flame, and I just auto-resolved this battle because I hardly had any troops. And because I decided I wanted to completely extinguish the clan, I executed him. And this is where I decided that I wanted to hunt down absolutely everyone in this clan and kill every single one of them. And this just shows me hunting down the other members, including the leader, which is actually the first one of the clan that I attacked. This is definitely the most interesting of the battles between me and this clan, because they use cavalry, and it was an absolute menace. The majority of the battle was me just slowly moving my infantry forward as we got harassed by the enemy cavalry. This went on for quite a very long time until we eventually defeated all the cavalry and engaged the rest of the army. The last part of the battle went quite easily as we mostly just faced archers. The enemy charge wasn't only just going uphill, it was also very disorganised, so the shield wall did stand against it. This engagement was probably where my troops were the strongest. Then after a while I ordered my troops to charge and take out the last of them. Though this probably was the hardest battle yet for my army, we were able to destroy the enemy quite effectively, even when facing the cavalry. After the battle was finished, I executed the enemy leader, and that left the last two of the clan. I then hunted down one of the last members and found him quite easily. This battle was quite interesting because of the large amount of archers that the enemy had, but the battle still went as usual with a slow advance of my troops, as well as keeping a loose formation of archers behind the infantry. The enemy also had a small detachment of cavalry, which could have proved quite deadly while being used with the archers, but we did eventually reach the enemy, and from there we only had to push past a small line of infantry and then get to the archers. And also you can see here how effective the cavalry is at distracting the infantry, especially when it's being ordered to charge. And from this point forward it was just killing the last of the archers, which will prove easily in melee combat. From this battle we gained two more companions. One of these I did later turn into a party, and the other one I kept with me. Then I came across another member of the clan, who I immediately attacked. This was a pretty simple battle. We faced a bit of cavalry in the beginning, but they weren't used very effectively and kind of just charged into our shield wall. And then when we faced up against the infantry, they did charge us, and the last of the battle was just an engagement with this infantry. The enemy infantry didn't last long against the Spartans, and it wasn't long before we won. And then from where we just had that battle, I found the last member of the clan, who was actually the first person that we defeated. This was definitely one of the easiest battles. There were no cavalry, and it was mostly just an infantry battle. We also greatly outnumbered the enemy, and after we charged, the battle did not last much longer. After the last battle was over, I executed the last of the clan. And that was the last of the clan defeated. I'm not entirely sure why I wanted to destroy this clan. I guess I kind of saw him and thought that they needed to die straight away. Maybe it's a weird cult thing they have going on. It's a bit weird if you ask me. After my victory was achieved, I crafted myself a new spear in commemoration. And that was it. Thank you for watching this video. It took me an annoying amount of time to do, a couple of days. So thanks everyone.